Hey everyone, welcome back to the Marquee Matchups here on the It's Kbo channel. You can see by the title what it's going to be. It's going to be the last one of the week. Kashima Antlers against FC Tokyo. So just before we get into this, I'll remind you the other three are already out on the channel. You can go and watch them. Got Cologne Mönchengladbach, Monaco against Marseille and Barca against Valencia. And I'm happy with the prices for all of them this week. I think I've done a pretty good job. I've ended up about 20k cheaper than Footbin, so very happy with that. So if you started here, then you've got all these to watch. If you started at Barcelona and Valencia and you've come backwards, then welcome to the end. You've made it. So we'll talk about the requirements before we start as usual. You need a Japanese player for this one. You need 3 leagues. I'll go back up here so you can see the pack as well. 10 gold players. So you can use a bronze, of course. 2 rares, 75 chemistry. No rating cap on this whatsoever. But there is a 10 gold, of course, that is basically it. And then, finally, we have a Prime Electrum Players pack, which isn't too bad, actually, for the first SBC. You could easily pack an EFL team this season, or whatever the lower league is later in the week, out of one of those. So, that's a very generous pack there from EA. Of course, 45k pack overall for completing this. We're going to get into it right now. We're going to be starting off with a Japanese player, actually. I'm actually using 2 Japanese players because I got them at the cheapest price possible for rares. My 2 rares are Japanese. And the first one is going to be a goalkeeper. I just can't find Japan here. I can literally just go to newest and he will be there, though. It's going to be Mogi. We have got here Shumoji for 150 coins. There is another goalie here I believe you can use. Yeah, we've got him as well. You can use Tomohiko Murayama for 150 coins. Or you could use Shumoji for 150 coins. I'm using Moji. And then he's going to get a strong link, actually, to a player who used to be playing in, I believe it was the French league. I think he's got a special card there or something. It's Jens Joji, 80 pace, decent defender, actually, if you look at his stats here, but we don't care about that right now. 600 coins, make sure you're bidding on him. Gets him at the cheapest price possible. If you want to buy him now, it's around 800, 850, but if you bid on him, everyone ignores the bids, and you can get him for 600 very, very easy. So make sure you do that, of course. He was a bid as well, being 150 for a rare player. We're going to move on now to the rest of the team, and firstly we're just going to put any German centre-back in here. Literally anyone who's German and centre-back and isn't the other man I'm going to put in, so I'll put him in first. In the middle here at centre-back we are going to be having Schindler. You can see him there. We're not actually using Higazi in this one. So Christopher Schindler, he plays for Huddersfield. I was lucky enough to already have him in my club here, but he's only 350 coins if you want to place a bid on him. I wouldn't really recommend buying any of these now because it adds up to about 400 coins saved if you bid on everything, because you can get stuff 50 coins cheaper if you bid, and that does add up. So yeah, make sure you try and bid on him. And next to him we are going to have just any German centre-back you have in your club. So if I just go German defender here, it has to be a centre-back, remind that. I can just pick this guy, Kempf, and use him. I'd recommend if you have to buy one, you buy either Kempf or you buy Anton, one of the Bundesliga 2 ones, and bid on them as well. As I said, bidding is obviously it's a lot more important when you do the cheaper SBCs, actually, because it's strange. Well, it's a bit strange, really, but all the players there's no competition on the bids when you think maybe there would be, as they're cheaper players, so it goes kind of against what you think it would. But we'll move on to our midfield now. We've got Joe Lolly, we have got Hogg, we've got Klonovic as our first 3, so I'll show you all their prices and stuff. This adds up to around 3.2k overall, 3.3k, so it is very, very cheap. So we've got Joe Lolly for 300, literally the cheapest you can get a gold 300 coins, so bid on him for 300. Jonathan Hogg, 350. I couldn't get any for 300. That is still very, very cheap. And 300 for Filip Klonovic. Now, the most expensive player in the squad apart from Shoji, sitting at a massive 400 coins. I know. It's Kieran Gibbs. 400 coins for him. You can get him slightly cheaper. You can get him for 300, 350. But there wasn't any at that price at this time, so I got for 400. He is probably going to go back down, though. So just 400 coins for Kieran Gibbs. Very, very cheap line there. I should have pointed this out earlier, guys, but no loyalty or position changes are required for this SBC. As always, as we bring in Ivan Ricardo Calverio, you've surely all packed him at some point in this FIFA. 350 coins, 4-star, 4-star, 86 pace. Wasn't a bad starter player at the start of the game, but no one's using him now, so 350 coins, bid on him. It's a very cheap one. The next to him is another very cheap player in Charlie Austin, so just 300 coins for Charlie Austin. West Brom striker, that is. And just to finish off, we have got Andre Ayew, and you see there we've got 78 Ken, we need 75, so it all works out. So 350 there for Andre Ayew. Make sure you buy Andre and not Jordan, because Jordan plays in the Premier League for Palace and you won't get the chemistry. But that is the whole team, so I'll submit it now. The pack won't be opened right now. I'll open it tomorrow on my stream, so make sure you stay tuned for that. If you've got any packs you want me to open on that stream tomorrow, 5:30 at BST, that is, you're on PS4, I'll be more than happy to. Just get in contact with me and we can sort that out. But that's the end of this week's marquee matchups, guys. Hopefully some of you do some Premier League tots. I've got some packs here myself all ready to go, so hopefully you can get lucky. Hopefully I will as well, so best of luck with your packs, guys. Make sure you're staying safe and stuff like that, and it's going to be the end of the videos for the week now, so thank you very much for watching once again, and I'll see you very soon either on the stream or in next week's SBCs. Goodbye.